Hey, welcome back. Let's continue our topic. The photograph was posted on Twitter by a citizen scientist by the name of Judy Schmidt. Scientists are baffled by the star's unevenly spaced vibrations. After the telescope's supercool infrared instrument, MIRI started showing symptoms of friction in a grating wheel that enables scientists to choose which wavelength of light to analyze. Mission operators stopped utilizing that observation mode on August 24. The James Webb Space Telescope also presented a horrifying collection of brand new images, coupled with yet another horrific picture of the pillars of creation. As blue dust clouds loom against a red backdrop, stars are concealed in the mid-infrared. While scientists are still enthused by other pillars' views in other wavelengths, gathered only a week ago, the most recent mid-infrared picture has just been released. This week, the telescope also recorded a galaxy-bending light and helped scientists determine if they were seeing two galaxies or two star clusters behind them. It was necessary to get a very accurate snapshot of a galaxy collision to discover concealed star formation. The James Webb Space Telescope is still investigating the cosmos. The exoplanet, which the Deep Space Observatory has just identified, is a brown dwarf around 20 times the size of Jupiter that has a cloud structure rich in silicates. Located 72 light-years from Earth, VHS 1256b is a brown dwarf that revolves around two small red dwarf stars. A gas cloud, known as Doradus 30, was initially called tarantula because of its spider-like appearance. Webb's delicate equipment also provided unparalleled information about the cloud. Outside of our own Milky Way, the Tarantula Nebula is the brightest star formation hotspot in our vicinity. Furthermore, it is located 161,000 light-years away in the Large Magellanic Cloud. Astronomers focused 3 of Webb's high-resolution infrared sensors on the tarantula. The scene appears to be the inside of a silk-lined tarantula's burrow, as captured by a near-infrared camera, or NIRCam. A cluster of enormous newborn stars that are pale blue in the picture has hollowed out the whole of the nebula in the middle of the NIRCam image. The nebulas around these stars can only withstand erosion from their strong stellar winds in the densest regions, resulting in pillars that seem to point back toward the cluster. These pillars support the developing protostars. They will soon leave their sand-filled cocoons and begin rotating across the nebula. With the aid of Webb's near-infrared spectrograph or NIRSpec, one very young star was seen acting this way. It was previously suggested by astronomers that this star could be a bit older and have released a bubble around itself. According to NIRSpec, the star was still surrounded by a dusty blanket that served as insulation. It had also only started to emerge from its pillar. This event of star formation in action would not have been discovered without the high-resolution infrared spectra provided by the James Webb Space Telescope. Astronomers are interested in the Tarantula Nebula because it has chemical characteristics that match the vast star-forming area that can be seen around cosmic noon when star creation was at its peak and the universe was just a few billion years old. Star-forming areas in our Milky Way galaxy vary chemically from the Tarantula Nebula and produce stars more slowly. As a result, as the tarantula approached its brilliant high noon, it provided the most precise and complete representation of what was going on in the universe. Astronomers will be able to compare studies of star formation in the Tarantula Nebula with those of adjacent galaxies thanks to the exquisite images of distant galaxies captured by the telescope during the real cosmic noon period. The star formation process remains a mystery despite humanity's long history of astronomy, in part because we haven't been able to see what is happening underneath the thick clouds of stellar nurseries. Webb is just starting to alter the epic narrative of how stars are formed. But it has already started to make the hitherto unknown universe visible. To return to our primary concern, what does the Tarantula Nebula show about the Big Bang Theory? The Big Bang Theory's validity has been seriously questioned by the discoveries of an increasing number of galaxies that emerged from the alleged formation of the universe just in time. According to cosmology, how could these majestic, completely formed galaxies exist at the beginning of the universe? It is like seeing a fully developed adult emerge from childbirth. According to the most widely accepted theories of galaxy formation, gigantic galaxies are created from tiny, weak clouds that progressively solidify as a result of cosmic mergers. Billions of years pass throughout this procedure. The idea only predicts the smallest, weakest dwarf galaxies, which we would barely expect to observe anything at all at a period when the cosmos seemed to be in its infancy. Cosmic mergers would take a very long time to produce giant galaxies. However, these early JWST photographs already depict galactic behemoths. These giants could not have evolved in the time assigned to them by the widely accepted explanation of the Big Bang. Some individuals previously believed that Glass Z11 and Glass Z13, the two oldest galaxies, had been photographed by the JWST. It's still early enough that much more in-depth investigation is required to support the first results. There is already evidence that the early universe may be a lot busier than previously assumed, according to astronomers. Stars formed far more quickly than anticipated by certain hypotheses. How did matter combine to form these galaxies at first? We still don't know for sure. It seems, however, that Webb is already rewriting what we previously believed to be true. Now that's all there is to say. We'll be back with more information on the Big Bang soon. Please like this video if you enjoyed our video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Remember to click the bell icon as well to stay up to date with all our future activities. See you soon. Thank you for watching.